This is a Hot Pie Media original.
You know, this goes to show you, I know in this day and age we live in this state where it's a bunch of fascists and overreaching. People love giant government. That's today's mantra. This principal that stepped in and said, you know what I'm going to do? See, this, fascists, would be local control. This would be somebody showing some leadership. This would be somebody who says, you know what, maybe at the governor's mansion where you're just pandering to voters, crazy voters, I think, you don't really get it. So why don't I just decide, get a group of people that live here, why don't we let them decide? It's brilliant. Just gives you some hope that even though the people we elect are overreaching and in your business and fascists, you can find somebody like, I don't even know where this is, Canutillo, Canutillo. Where in the hell is that? They had porn. Allegedly had porn. This school district decided to return LGBTQ themed book, a book, just one, because somebody found some porn, to the school library following a formal review after complaints. The book is Genderqueer, a memoir. It is returned to the Canutillo High School library shelf yesterday. What happened was the principal stepped in and said, you know what I think would be the right thing to do? You know, the thinking thing to do. I'm going to show some real leadership and some management. The principal said, I tell you what, let's do. He appointed a 9-member committee of teachers, librarians, and parents and said, you guys decide. You know, not giant government like in Austin. Not like some righteous fake do-gooder in Fort Worth. And so the people there and said, you have to read the book in its entirety. You know, not like a little excerpt that somebody told you about somewhere, like your drunk uncle online. And so he or she, I don't know, she said, you guys have to read the book, and then you make the decision instead of some MAGA hat in Austin. And they said, yeah, we read it. Put it back on the shelf. Good for them. Thank you for giving some of us hope that the legislature doesn't dictate. But some other organizations, they still found some porn. We don't know if that's going to be returned just yet. One school district has pulled the book. That's the Keller Independent School District, which, oddly enough, is the home of the author of the bill who gave a list of 820 books, which begs to ask the question, if the author of the bill about, quote, porn in the libraries, why did he let porn in his own school? John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce in all 50 states, now in several retail outlets as well. So we're going to turn it over to the social media rock chef superstar, and we're going to walk through a few sauces and why you should buy. We've done Beat Heat. So we're second in line now for the tasting. Don't forget, everyone, go to atxhotsauce.com. So here we go.
All right. So this one is our smoked habanero 5-pepper. We smoke habaneros with ancho, pasilla.
Is that going to hurt?
This one? No,
Yeah.
This one's actually really, really good.
Okay.
This is like your traditional tapatilla, but without the vinegar in it, right? And because of that fermentation process that we've talked about all the time. This one is great on sandwiches, pizzas, things like that. Great on hot wings. I think you're going to really like this one too, especially the smoky flavor with the adobe chipotle and the smoked habaneros. We actually smoked the habaneros before we.
Does that go with the cab?
This would not go with the cab. This would go with the great Chenin Blanc, though.
I teed you up with that one.
Yeah, yeah.
That is good. That's good.
Good. It's just classic take. Well, it's a new take on a classic item. So it's called smoked habanero 5-pepper.
All right, don't forget
One of my
ATX.
favorites.
Don't forget atxhotsauce.com. I mean, he made the list. He's the one in Fort Worth or just outside of Fort Worth that provided the list of books to be removed and possibly would be criminal. Why would the school in his own district have porn? Did he ever go there? Did he ever just say, "Hi, I'm State Representative so-and-so. I need to look for the porn"? Did he ever even go to his own school district's library? Well, they have still removed the book that Canutillo has put back. So I guess that's porn if you're in Fort Worth. Not so much porn if you're in wherever that Canutillo is. I don't even know where it is. Katy Independent School District has permanently removed 5 books. Good. Who's the criminal there? Who put it there because you've committed a crime, according to the governor? The National Coalition Against Censorship. See, MAGA hats, this would be the real definition of censorship, not somebody on a platform. Says the plan has violated students' First Amendment rights. The law clearly prohibits the kind of activities we're seeing today. Censoring school libraries, removing books and entire reading lists based on disagreement with viewpoint without any review of their educational merit. See, that's the difference between the principal at that one school and a bunch of knuckleheads at the Capitol and their voters. See, the principal at the school said, why don't educators decide if this has merit for us? Libraries offer students the opportunity to encounter books and other material that they might otherwise never see, and the freedom to make their own choice about what to read. Denying young people the freedom to explore, often on the basis of a single controversial passage cited out of context. You know what? You mean our legislators are not reading the books? Will limit not only what they can learn, but who they can become. Good for you. Fight away. Fight and keep fighting. Fight this one. This one is a worthy fight. And the fight should be this. Get out of our face. Get out of our face. Capitol. Get out of our face. The poster child of how education should work should be that principal in Canutillo, wherever that is. That should be the person we're applauding and not some knucklehead sellout at the Capitol. Yes, I said knucklehead. There's the porn music, at least. What if they found a penthouse? Is that what happened in Katy? I still don't understand how the legislator who wrote the list of books didn't even start with his own library. I mean, they have five pieces of porn, apparently. Maybe even a bong and a crack pipe, too. Who knows? What's going on in that library?
From the Hot Pie Media Studios in Austin, Texas, it's the Jeff Ward Show. Listen at jeffwardshow.com.